It's old Bob. And boy, working today. It's Friday the 24th November 2017, and this is old Big Bob. And I am I'm speaking today about the highest, the word highest. And of course, the Lord is our highest point. When we have that relationship with the Lord, can't be anything higher than that, can't be anything better than that. The marriage is good, kids are good, job successes are awesome. So we love all those things. All those things are fabulous, just fabulous. I talk about the Beatles being the Fab Four. We got the Fab One. We got the Lord Almighty in heaven, who is really, really fabulous. And so, just went and saw on Foothill and Fruit, end of White here, and Laverne, and the man had a really nice Route 66 McDonald's restaurant. I mean, it was the bomb. It had the car, and it had all the accoutrements of a really, really cool 50s diner sort of thing. Had it really going on, and they just ruined it. They just unplugged the whole thing, made it into a modern 2017 McDonald's restaurant with a new design. Lots of dark wood, and so no car, smaller dining room. Highest. The Lord was given the highest place. And when we serve, when we give, when we love, when we are attentive to the low details, then we actually rise up to be the highest. In the book, The Chronicles of Narnia, written by C.S. Lewis about a century ago, Aslan, the great lion, lays down his life for Edmund, who had been duped by the witch of winter, who had made it always winter, never Christmas. And he had the Turkish delight, had to have more and more and more. Well, they went to rescue him. And the witch had a valid legal point. He said, no, this boy is mine. He has done X, Y, Z. He's done these things that ought not to be done, and he's got to pay. That's the ancient law, the ancient magic. So Aslan said, all right, well, I understand. And they're like dying. His family's like, no, Ma, no, say it ain't so, Margaret. But Aslan then turns around and says, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to step in and take his place. You can sacrifice, my life in place of his. And they're all weeping and crying and sobbing. Oh my God! They're both, but at the same time, they're really glad to have Edmund home and thank the Lord, and it's just awesome. Well, I'm still tired. I was tired earlier today, and I taped yesterday's Devo. I don't get many minutes to really spend with you. I mean, I really literally don't have many minutes to be quiet, to be still, it's like the guys who are fighting the fires, or the guys who are, now Bob's saying he's a firefighter. I'm not saying I'm a firefighter. It's like it's just when life is so, I love these people who say, well, just make priorities. You just want to make yourself a priority. Just make a priority, and if you prioritize, then you'll know you'll know peace, you'll have a good life. Sound like Joel Osteen, you know. He has all the answers. He's Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected, slick back hair. You know, he's a great guy. When Matthew Barnett had his deal, Joel Osteen, I sent him I got that cough again. Sent him a message. So Joel's a great guy, but at times, I'm sure Joel Osteen, you know, if his house was flooded or if his life was in turmoil, like, you know, like most people's can be at times, you would see the slick back hair would be kind of frazzled, and you'd see his fancy three-piece suit and the handkerchief would go away. But now we're gonna beat up Joel Osteen. I'm just saying though. I mean, we look at people like Joel Osteen or Matthew Barnett or Billy Graham or whoever it might be and say, wow. And we're so envious of people who we are not. And we don't need to be. Because we just continue on. We do what the Lord tells us to do. And sometimes it's a marathon. Sometimes it's just running. And we just need to be on about our business. It's not the time to sit with our loafers in the in the study with a crackling wood fire and our cardigan neatly buttoned with 3 buttons as we sip tea from antique cups and saucers, stirring slowly like Robert De Niro in Once Upon a Time in America. No, we don't always have that kind of luxury. We don't always have that kind of, you know, expendable time. Me at least, we're just putting out fires as fast as we can. My family's still under the gun. There's no gun involved, but we're under a point of stress, a point of fullness, as Judah would say. No, your life's not stressed, it's full. You got a full life. I miss the old time preachers. The guy that had the beat up Buick or the beat up old, you know, 47 Ford, and they did not have 2 pennies to rub together. By the time they finished the revival service and paid off the electricity, the chair rental, and the other fees, then they were flat broke. And they would wash in the river their white shirt, and they didn't have a staff, and they had absolutely a keen understanding of stress, of family, of what it meant to be dirt poor, and they had empathy and care. I wonder sometimes some of the high and mighty preachers and teachers that don't have time to be with their parishioners. You can't get an appointment with them if you had $100,000. You know, well, no, we're looking for $1 million. Sorry. You know, it's like there's no ticket in. There's no way that they will meet with you. And you know, what would it take to just have a little meeting, just to have a few minutes? You know, but when you get to that highest place in time, it's like, you there's nobody can reach them. They're impossible to reach. They're impossible to understand. They're just kind of, it's a puzzle to me how it seems to me that you can, Jay Leno. I thought this was here. I thought this was a Bible devotional. Well, it is, but Jay Leno, the old chin himself. I didn't say that, did I? Did I say the Chin Man? Yeah, Chinnaroony. You heard of the Snozola? He had the Chinola. Yeah, going back to days of yesteryear. But old Jay, he was always a guy that I've shaken his hand several times, and he was a man that is approachable, a man that was not too high and mighty. He had he had no middleman. He just, they would tell him to his face what they thought, and he would tell him what he thought, and he worked out all his own deals over all these years. And I think there's something to be said about that. I wonder about these pastors who are so insulated with so many buffers, so many middlemen, so many yahoos and bozos who are clowning in to be with the boss. And then as soon as they're close to the boss, then their job is to make sure that nobody else gets too near the boss. See? So they keep their position of power and influence, and everybody else is sour bread. Oh no. Hey, Betty, go away. You can think of the Wizard of Oz. Remember that guy at the, it's as plain as the nose on my, wait a minute, face. Say, there it is. And then David Spade, and you are, wait, have a seat. And you are, I'm Jesus. Well, how does he know you? Does he know you? Is he walking with you? So, when you get to the highest place, try to do the meek and mild. Try to do the meek and mild. Try to be meek and mild. Try to do meek and mild. Try to be sure that you are not so high and full of yourself that you don't have time for the little people, the wee little people. The little elves that are down below struggling. Let's see if we can get it together, and let's see if we can, be good pastors that are not only doing great mighty things for God. We raised $197 million for the new toilet seat for the pastor's office. No one's ever going to see that. I mean, But if you're in the high office and you call people up, hey Robert, this is Pastor blah blah blah, that's cool. And people feel kind of a little bit of loyalty. They're like, wow, my pastor knows my name. He loves me. He wants me to be part of the deal here. It's kind of cool. So whatever position we find ourselves in life, let's be like Jesus. That's what this Philippians 2 is all about. Philippians 2 is about one thing, about being humble, serving others, and laying our lives down for each other. If we get so high that we haven't got time to meet with regular folks, Gaylor, when I've told this story many times, dressed up as a hobo almost, with his little coveralls and his tan shirt. He wasn't trying to intimidate anybody, and he had time for everybody. That was a real good pastor. Give me a call, would you? Let's have a talk. 213-713-8954, 8954green@att.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob at BobBob8954, and watching Bob's Daily Devo.